I will have a chicken breast. Hold the chicken.
Oh. Avoid these chicken mistakes so you can have tender and crispy chicken. Let's get into the details. Things I wish I knew before I started cooking chicken. Here are my top 5 things to avoid and I've learned along the way. The first thing is stop rinsing your chicken. You no longer need to do this because the reality is it's disgusting. It can shoot out a bunch of germs all over the place and just not necessary. Trust the process of smoking, and the high temperatures are going to kill the bacteria. You're all good. Cooking temperatures are too low. Raise them up, baby. Hey friends, seriously, do not cook your chicken at a lower temperature. You will miss out on the opportunity on having crispy skin and also tender and juicy chicken on the inside. If you cook it low and slow the whole time, it's gonna cook it undercooked every time, in my opinion. So I have learned over the time to cook chicken at a higher temperature, 300 degrees, 375, even 400 degrees, depending on how many and how large the piece of chicken is. Higher temperatures. Some people like to even start at 250 and then raise it up to that 350, 300 something degrees towards the end to get the crispiness. But the point, avoid low temperatures the whole entire time. Hot and fast does really great on chicken. Too much smoke on chicken. All you need is this one wood chunk and that will make it so much better. Don't make it too smoky on chicken. Matter of fact, if you even get the right kind of charcoal, you don't even really need any kind of smoking woods. Do not make it too smoky. Just let the natural flavors from the chicken, the rub, and the cooking process do its work. If you're gonna do it, one wood chunk or the right charcoal. I use Jealous Devil and I like to use something kind of sweet and savory on that chicken. A low smoke point oil for a binder. Stop using oils as a binder that are a low smoke point, especially when you're cooking chicken at a higher temperature. You want something like avocado oil or a vegetable oil. Better yet, use duck fat spray. Super simple thing to avoid, but I wish I knew. Slicing before resting. It's a simple principle. Wait 15 minutes to allow your chicken to rest, to absorb all the juices, and then slice into it, and you'll see all the tenderness and juiciness come out. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's dive into preparing this chicken on spatchcock style in a cast iron and get the grill going. Let's prepare the chicken using duck fat spray today, whiskey bent chicken rub called bird rub, and then Cosmos Q apple chipotle sauce at the end. We're using a 5-pound whole bird. We're going to get some kitchen shears and then we're going to cut the backbone out. That's going to turn it into a spatchcock style chicken. That allows us to have even cooking. So if you've never done it, you just remove the backbone out using kitchen shears, and that makes it really easy. Then you're going to pop the backbone and it's going to lay flat. We're going to wipe it down, clean it all up, cut off any unnecessary parts, and then after you pat it dry, you begin to use your duck fat spray as a binder, sprinkle on your bird rub, get it even, get the back side, the front side, and then we're gonna add, and then we're gonna pat it down and position it in a certain way, because how you cook it and how you lay it down in presentation mode is how it's gonna cook in its position. Although this is not like for competition, you still want it to look good and have even cooking. So position those legs in a way that you are all set. And then we're gonna heat up the cast iron skillet. Now you could put this on the grill beforehand and get that thing warmed up to temperature, because usually when you do spatchcock style cooking, it cooks fast. But when you're gonna have some other vegetables in the mix and put the spatchcock in the cast iron pan as a 1-pan meal, it might cook a little longer because it's got to absorb all the stuff that's cooking underneath and the chicken as well. So we warm up the cast iron first. We're going to slice up some potatoes, some tomatoes, some lemon, and we're going to add some other ingredients in there, drizzle some olive oil, add some kosher salt, get everything kind of mixed together, shake it up, and then put it in the cast iron pan, and then add that spatchcock chicken on top of it. And then now we're going to take you to the grill, show you some tips and tricks, and put this cast iron spatchcock chicken on the grill and get to smoking. let me show you how I've lit this charcoal. We use Jealous Devil lump charcoal, and we also are using the GrillBlazer grill torch to light this thing. It's my go-to resource on how I light charcoal. You can light this charcoal without limited sparks using Jealous Devil lump charcoal, which gets a nice flavor. It burns clean and hot, and it's just a great charcoal and great GrillBlazer grill torch. Light your charcoal and get it white, ashed over white within a minute. And if this is something you're interested in, I'll have a link in the description. You could use the code BARTLOW for 10% off, but it's my fast fire way of getting charcoal lit. I've already got this flame hot, burning. I've offset the charcoal on one side, and I've buried one piece of wood chunk. As I mentioned, we're using apple today to give kind of a sweet flavor to it. And then we have buried that. Now I'm gonna put the grate cover on here, and we're gonna dial in the temperature. And right now I'm gonna leave it completely open to ensure that I've got a clean burn, no smoke. And for the most part, after seeing this, I have no issues of having any dirty smoke. As you can see, as we're talking, there's no smoke coming out. So that's indicating, because I've had this lit for about 2 to 3 minutes, and we've got a clean burn. So we're gonna go ahead and put the cast iron skillet with the spatchcock chicken on here and let it cook on the opposite side of the fire, and allow that smoke and heat just to come and penetrate it on the opposite side. And we're gonna let it cook until we reach that internal temperature of 160, 65 degrees. Then we're going to layer it with some barbecue sauce and take it to 170-ish, and then hopefully 180 in the dark meat. So let's get smoking. All right, friends, now we're gonna go ahead and sauce this bird. I got it a little crispy on the outside, a few dark spots, but man, GBD, golden brown deliciousness is awesome. And again, sometimes you do end up getting some burnt end tips, but that's okay. We're gonna pour some of this sauce on here and then just spread it around. Ooh, buddy, so hot. We're gonna let this tack on for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna let it rest for about 15 minutes and then get into the details with this final taste test. We've let this chicken rest for 10 to 15 minutes. We used our down strong knife to cut this chicken in half and split it. I got a little of that breast right here. It's looking tender and tasty. Let's do a taste test. Oh man, the sweetness of that apple chipotle sauce from Cosmos at the end, man, his phrase, it just wins. Oh man, I'll give it to you, man. That is tasty barbecue sauce. First time using that sauce on chicken. So man, well done, I love it. I used some applewood chunks, one chunk, and that also added that flavor, the natural flavor of the Jealous Devil charcoal. Again, you're getting that subtle smokiness, and then that kind of overbite, that lasting taste was that apple chipotle taste, and it tasted delicious. And so that's a few things to consider, and avoid those a few things from the top of the video on how to get crispy chicken on the outside and tender on the inside. As you can see, it's tender on the inside, and we got it nice and crisp on the outside. And occasionally you're going to get a few dark spots, and that's why some people like to cut off the little wing tips, or put foil over it. But if you just stay on it, you should be just fine. So again, so appreciate you guys watching. And if you felt like this video added value to how you cook chicken, I've got a whole playlist on Solo Stove and other chicken videos that you could check out on the channel. Different methods, but I like one pot meals, because under all this juiciness of the chicken, we've got those potatoes and we got the tomatoes and some onions. I can't wait to all the flavors just coming together. It's going to be delicious when I get off camera. But if we added value for some tips and tricks along the way, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. You know exactly what to do. Appreciate you in this community as we grow together, learn together, share tips along the way, and just build a great community. So from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue. Till next time.